Hello everyone, welcome back to the second episode of Arranged Marriage. I hope you will love it. Thanks POB, I quickly headed to the wedding venue after attending Namjoon's call. I tried my best to reach there as soon as possible, but you know the traffic problem, so it took me 20 to 15 minutes to reach there. After parking my car, I was walking through the entrance, but just then I felt someone's presence behind me and also a tug at my dress loosened it. And from some strange reason, I got goosebumps all over my body. My heart started beating crazily. Whoever he is making me nervous just by his presence. Yes, because of his strong and accusing male calling, I can say it's a man. I want to go away from this certain someone but aren't able to move myself. My body completely betraying me. I am frozen. Oh my god, help me at this. At the ending in feeling helpless, I decide to turn, but thanks to God, as I was about to turn, Taehyung saw me. He called me, taking me out from my lost world head. I even forget about my surroundings, and without even second a thought, I ran from there. Yes, in this dress and high boots, because I don't want to be there even an extra second. I don't even know who is he, and yet he is making me feel nervous, and I know this nervousness is different one, and my racing heart is living example of it. I ran from there, and without looking back, went inside with Namjoon. Here he is scolding me for being late. I told him that I got stuck in traffic, but he is still scolding me. But for now, I am not focusing on what he is saying because all I am thinking is the moment is about him. Only God. I need to get him out of my mind. Namjoon's POV. I am fed up of this boy. From the past 1 hour I am calling him, but he isn't picking up my calls. And Hobie has been eating my head continuously. At this point of time he will not stop. Then I will surely see tomorrow morning in a mental hospital. Just shut up. He will be on the way. I said to Hobie, I know. You will take his side only, Hobie said. Listen, it's not like what you look who is here. Hobie cut me off and said, turning around, I saw Jungkook walking towards us. Finally, now he will be saved. I thanks God for saving my dear life. By the way, this man is looking handsome, I have to admit, even though I didn't want to say it. Many hearts will get broken also today. Today also. What took you so long? Be here? Hobie and I asked simultaneously. My family, Jungkook said. What? Hobie said, and I said simultaneously. Yeah, they wanted to come here with me. You know, the family get together, he said. Oh, we said. That's why you are pissed off, Hobie said. I am not pissed off, I'm irritated. You all know I hate being late, he said while huffing. We said, okay, now leave the topic and Mr. Sunshine, today is your wedding. I hope you don't want to arrive late for your wedding, I said. And then we went from there to the preparation that we needed to be done before the wedding rituals get started. Thanks POV. I and Jin-hyung are now in Vian's room helping her with the last minute touch up as makeup artist has already left, but I must say she has done a commendable job because Vian is looking absolutely breathtaking. Though our bride doesn't need makeup to look beautiful, as she looks beautiful all the time with or without makeup. I got tears in my eyes by looking at her. I still remember the day we met. That was the first day of our kindergarten. Not now, none of us had thought of being best friends for life, and here we are today. It feels like yesterday we were dancing on our school annual day function, and today one of us is getting married. Really, time flies so fast. I was in my thoughts when Jin said, "Yes, Wine, calm down. There is no need to be anxious." Yes, Wine getting anxious, and most confident and friends among us will. It was expected after all. It's her wedding day. It's normal for a bride to be anxious. I wonder how other brides deal with this anxiety. I am literally freezing here. Oh God, how I will walk the altar. I am sure I will trip and ruin everything. Wine said, "Why and relax, nothing will be wrong, and always remember he loves you a lot. He will be always there for you no matter what." I said, "Yes, Hobby is a good guy and will be a good partner too." Jin said, "I know he loves me a lot and will be a good companion also, but still I can't help it," she said while being nervous. "We are talking or rather consoling Ryan when her mother called us to bring her down stairs as it was time for. After a few minutes, soft music started playing in the background as Ryan entered the hall. Her appa. Everyone is talking about how angelic she is looking. Well, she is definitely looking angelic, but the thing which is bothered me is someone's continued gaze upon me. I wonder who it could be. Others POV, the venue was beautiful, decorated with fresh flowers spreading their magnificent aroma and light symbolizing their togetherness. After some time, the presence of all their loved ones and marriage rituals get started. The bride and groom were now taking vows. Everyone was showering them with blessings and wishing them to good luck as they began their new journey. The marriage is going smoothly without any interruption. Seems like everything is at peace except from Taekook's heart. Others POV after marriage ritual got finished. It's now time for the post-marriage rituals. That is the famous stole shoes ritual, the most awaiting ritual for entire wedding. Surely this ritual has its own fan base. Well, the bride side and groom side are now facing each other ready for the World War III. The air is thick and tension as the two parties are not going to ready to negotiate. Finally, Jungkook, who is least interested in this topic, gave some attention to their talk after Namjoon's request. If they are not ready to return the shoes, then let them keep it. I will arrange another pair of shoes for you. Hobby, you did not need to go home barefoot, Jungkook said. Nice idea, bro. Though this was not expected from you, Namjoon said excitedly and received a deadly glare from Jungkook. Jungkook's glaring got interrupted by a sweet voice which he didn't know his heart will soon desire for. But unfortunately, this great idea of his will not get success until I am here. Taehyung said. Hearing this, Jungkook turned his back along with other people. Now all eyes on Taehyung as he came forward and stood behind of him, his back eyes staring intensely into his brown ones. Taehyung said, "And I mean it. You should too. It's almost time to departure. We should hurry up. There are few more rituals left to do before it." Taehyung said, breaking the eye contact, and went from there, along with Ryan few moments ago. Taehyung was coming back from washroom when he heard two men talking in the lobby about an ex-employee of Jian Industries getting kidnapped. Taehyung had heard about this from some of his company's employees, but that time he didn't pay much attention to this news. He was in his own thoughts when Ryan's mom called, breaking his train of thoughts. Taehyung, where were you? She asked. I just went washroom, auntie. He said, I was searching for you from long time. Auntie figures were there. Neither they were using the washroom nor allowing anyone to use it, even men's bathroom. The whole bathroom was crowded by them. They even locked the washroom from inside, saying that they don't want anyone disturbed as they are fixing their makeup. But in real, they are applying layers of makeup in the name of touch-up. Why event is almost going to end. They were talking about impressing some handsome guy dressed in all black outfit. Thanks said and rolled his eyes. So it took some time to get myself out from there. It's okay, son. Actually, your mom called me as you were not picking her calls. She said you to call her immediately. Oh, thanks, auntie. Taehyung said, wiping his tears as he is now heading towards the parking lot. Ryan's teary eyes are revolving in his mind. Her departure was emotional moment were not leaving Taehyung's mind, especially their group hug. Now they cried their heart out as if they are meeting each other for the last time. With a happy heart, he bid goodbye to his best friend, and as he was about to open his car door, something catch his attention. There is a note on the rear view mirror saying, Yes, I do. Kim residence. Thanks POV. A sudden jerk of my left shoulder broke the train of my thoughts, and I realized that I am no longer in the wedding. Instead, I am sitting on the dining table of my house for breakfast, and the one who jerked my shoulder is none other than my mother. Why are you so lost today? Mom asked. It's nothing, I said. She didn't question me further, but from the look she giving me, from time to time I can interpret that she didn't buy my answer. I'm sorry, Mom, but I know you very well. If I tell you about that note, you will ask me hundred of questions whose answer I also don't have, at least not now. For now, and you are right, I'm lost in my thoughts, and that note is the only reason behind it. Since morning, no, sorry, since I got that anonymous note, I can't focus on anything. I couldn't help myself but to wonder who gave it to me. And what does it actually mean? I heard Appa clearing his throat. He always does this when he wants to talk about something important. How was the wedding? He asked. Everything was nice. Appa Vayan was genuinely happy. I like it. Expect the From the departure part, I still feel like crying, remembering that, it's okay, you will get over it. Do you have any plans for the evening tea? He asked. Nothing in particular, but if I will be free, then Netflix and chill only. On the mention of Netflix and chill, I got a side-eye look from Mom, but I'm going to ignore it for now. Good, that means you are free. We will be having guests for dinner tonight, so be ready on time. Gates. Oh, Jian's. Oh, business dinner. I resorted. He sniffed his plate, stupid at his plate, and few moments, and then said, "We, you will get to know about it." Before I could ask any other question, he got up from his seat and left for work. And I was once again left behind with my enormous question. This kissing game again. Wasn't that not was enough? My mom is here, but I know she will answer less and ask more than I could expect. So I better leave from here before she also started her guessing game. What's up with everyone playing guessing game with me? Whatever, I'm going to sleep. John's industry headquarters, Jungkook's POV. It's night meeting. You, Mr. Sam, I said to my new business partner. It's a hectic day as usual. Back to back meetings, non-stop video conference, skipping breakfast and so on. I guess I am back to my usual self, but things which is unusual is a small smile which made its way on my face whenever I remember last night's incident. My secretary Mr. Min was about to catch me smiling in the elevator, but I quickly enough to masked up my emotion. I need to behave. I went inside my office along with Mr. Min behind me. One black coffee and a sandwich for me, and you can get something for yourself too. I said to Mr. Min, yes, it's a treat from me. My side reason because today I am in good mood despite attending non-stop meetings from early morning. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. He said and turned to go outside, but stopped it in the middle as if he remembered something. What happened? I asked. Sir, there is something I forgot to tell you, he said with nervousness. I can clearly see the fear getting fired in his eyes, but to his luck I am good mood, so I wouldn't firing him today. Neither I will fire any other employee. What it is? I asked. Sir, Mr. Jian called me yesterday and told me to clear your evening schedule. What? Sir, this was your last meeting for today. Now your rest of schedule is free. And you are telling me now. Sir told me not to tell you. He said he will be himself talk to you, and you are telling me now because now you have no other option left. Let me remind you, Mr. Main, you are my secretary. You will follow only my orders, not anyone else, even it be my father or anyone else, I said with anger lingering in my voice. Am I clear, Mr. Man? I asked. Yes, sir. And sorry, sir, I wouldn't repeat the same mistake, he said while bowing his head down for forgiveness. Now I get back to your work, I said and went from there. After half an hour, I was busy in typing something on my laptop when I heard a knock. It was my father. If he would have came before half an hour, then I would have been surprised, but not now. Why did you do that, Dad? You know, today's every meeting was important, I said. Because today dinner is more important than any other thing. He said, oh, where is the dinner is? And why didn't you tell me all about it? I asked with the anger evident in my voice. At Kim's place and I didn't got time to tell you. So I am telling you now, he said calmly, and you are also coming with us. It's a family dinner. Family dinner? When did we become their family? We are about to, he said. What? Nothing. You go home and freshen up. We have to be there on time. Okay then, I am leaving as I have nothing. Some work. Bye. See you in an hour, he said and left in a hurry. Kim residence, author's POV, the Kims and Jians both are settled in living room, engaged in their tasks. Jungkook isn't here till now as he got stuck in some emergency work, so he will be late. Mr. Kim and Mr. Jian are busy in their business talk, and while Mrs. Jian was engaged in their gossips. And Taehyung and Yoongi are settled in corner and judging them. Hyung, do you know why they are here? Tae asked his brother. No, Pa refused to tell me. The way they are talking doesn't look like it's a business dinner. It's more like a family dinner. Why are you are right? Their conversation got cut by the ringing on the doorbell. You said I will go and check, Taehyung said to Yoongi, and as he opened the door, you, he said, being utterly shocked. Kim residence others POV, you, Taehyung said, being utterly shocked. What are you doing here? On the other hand, Jungkook is also shocked as heck. He was not expected Taehyung here. He knew that Mr. Kim had two sons, but in no way he thought that Taehyung being one of them. Aren't you Kim's one organized a dinner? Jungkook asked. They have, but you are not invited here. They said, well, Joyce. Jungkook glanced slightly at the reply. You have got the wrong information, Mr. Kim. Kindly inquire before speaking, Jungkook said. I am nearly and dearly invited to the dinner, so you better welcome me inside wholeheartedly, Jungkook said with a small smirk. Huh? Do I look like a fool to you that you will say anything and I will believe you? Listen, everyone is inside. Only Mr. Jian's son is left, who will be here in a few minutes. You might not be knowing about him, but he is very cruel. He can be more cruel to you if he will get to know that you are faking his identity. I will not take him a second to wipe that smirk out of your face. You better save yourself by leaving from. Thanks was cut by the youngest voice. What's taking you too long, Tae? Yoongi said. That's when he saw Jungkook standing at the doorway. Hey Jungkook, how are you? Yoongi said, smiling, and went to hug him. Jungkook also hugged him back and glanced at Taehyung to see his reaction. Taehyung's reaction was surely funny. His eyes were like they are gonna pop out any moment. Jungkook mentally laughed, seeing his reaction. What was taking you guys long to come inside? Yoongi said, breaking the hug. Nothing, we were just having talk. Jungkook said with a slight smile and look at Tae. I hope he didn't trouble you much, Yoongi said. No, he didn't, Jungkook said, still looking at Taehyung. Let's go inside, everyone is waiting for you. Yeah, so, and they went inside, leaving Taehyung behind. After a few moments, after they went inside, Jungkook greeted everyone, and after a few exchange talk, Jungkook also joined them in their business talk. Then 15 to 20 minutes later, Mrs. Kim called everyone for the dinner. All were sitting on dinner table, except for Taehyung and his mother, as they were helping the maids to serve their food. When everything was set, Taehyung went towards the dining table to take his seat, but when he saw made his blood boil. He is already pissed by this dinner, and on top of that, Jungkook is sitting on his chair, but he doesn't want to face him, especially after what happened few moments ago. That was a huge embarrassing moment, so he remained silent and sat on the only vacant chair, which was beside Jungkook only. Taehyung could feel his gaze when he sat down beside Jungkook, but chose to ignore as if Jungkook doesn't even exist. They were having their dinner peacefully when Mr. Kim and Mr. Jian looked at each other. After a few minutes of their inconclusive debate about who will talk first, then they eventually decided to speak up one accord. Mr. Kim cleared his throat, which made them alert. There is something we want to tell you all, Mr. Kim said. Especially to Jungkook and Taehyung, Mr. Jian said. What it is, Dad? Jungkook asked, being confused. Everyone has stopped eating their food and are eagerly waiting for their revelation. They both are getting married, said Mr. Jian, looking at Jungkook and Taehyung. Shocked would be understatement for both of their reaction. What? They said in unison and stood up from their respective place. First listen to us completely, then say anything. Now sit down, both of you. Mr. Kim said. Jungkook and Taehyung looked at each other for a few seconds and then sat down again because they didn't want to create any scene here. Not now. We both have thought a lot about this matter and have come to a conclusion that you both should get married, as you both are compatible and perfect for each other, said Mr. Jian. Yes, you both will be good life partner as you know how to manage professional and private life together. We are not saying you both to get married soon. You both can take your own time to get to know each other, said Mr. Kim. There was a moment of silence until Jungkook decided to break it. So this was the reason behind this dinner for this, and you have cancelled all my meetings that seriously. And Mr. Kim, I thought you really love your son until you decided to get him married to me. Jungkook said, don't you dare to say anything to my father. Taehyung said with anger evident in his voice. You are the second late. Mr. Kim. Taehyung, I am already spoken what I wanted, what I was not supposed to. Anger in Jungkook's voice too. Seriously, Dad, you have chosen him for me. I would like to die than marrying him, said Taehyung. Too bad you want to die, but I will never sacrifice my life for anyone, and will always do what I want to, and I am calling off this marriage, Jungkook said. Jungkook, do you even know what are you saying? Mr. Jian asked. Don't take decision too quickly, at least both think about it once, said Mr. Kim. There is nothing left to think about it, Appa, Taehyung said. I'm also calling off this marriage, Taehyung. At least think once, Mr. Kim said. Appa, please don't say anything. But Appa, I don't want to marry him if he is the last choice for me. Taehyung looked at Jungkook in anger and said. They both kept staring at each other until Jungkook broke the eye contact and stormed out from there in anger.